Now, Pyritus, you say something really, really interesting here. So sad, we have to go through this. Oh, okay, this is going to be my last talk of the night, but this is going to be a bit of a rant. Hold on. No, we don't have to go through this. We don't have to go through this. I appreciate what you're saying, and I'm not knocking you. Please understand that. I'm not. I'm simply taking what you're saying, and I want to run with it, okay? It's not sad that we have to go through this, because we don't have to go through this. And since we don't have to go through this, it's not sad. We get to go through this. Let's reframe this. Let's reframe it. This is not a sad moment. I don't have to experience this. I get to experience this. I am here. My parents have never been through this. My grandparents have never been through this here. I get to. I get to go through this. My children get to go through this. We're going to get to learn from this. We're going to grow stronger because of this. We're not going to be destroyed by this. We are going to get bigger, bolder, badder, smarter, wiser because of this. This isn't something that is foisted on us. This isn't something this isn't something that will destroy us. This is the devil's folly. This is the great mistake of the Satan, of evil. It's the great mistake of malicious people. We're gonna make them suffer. We're gonna do things and it's gonna hurt them. No. You're gonna do things and you're gonna make us stronger. You're gonna do things and you're going to make us. You're gonna help us develop our perseverance. You're gonna help us develop our character. You're gonna help us develop our hope and our faith. When this is all over, I am going to be bigger and badder than you could ever possibly imagine. This is our Obi-Wan moment. That's exactly what this is. And the Obi-Wan moment is the Christ moment. It's the crucifixion moment. I've always had this weird imagination. So again, stay with me. But I've always imagined Satan on the day of the crucifixion, right? And just, if you're thinking about God in heaven, Jesus walking this world, and Satan, this guy out there sort of on the edges of the crowd, the same guy that tempted Jesus in the wilderness, wants to see Jesus fail, needs to see Jesus fail. And he's there and he's like, okay, I got Pilate. He's gonna do whatever the crowd wants him to do, because he's a bit of a coward in this. He just wants to keep people happy. He just wants a peaceful existence here in Judea. So he's gonna do what I want him to do. I've been whispering in his ear a lot. I got the Pharisees. The Pharisees are getting people fired up out there. People don't really know what it is they're asking for, but they think this Barabbas guy, he's a great dude. So he's got this hero image. They're going to try to save him. Jesus is just in their mind, Jesus is just some, wandering nomadic minister who heals kids from time to time, but we don't really know what he's about. And he says he's great, but here he is all beaten and scarred. So how great can he possibly be? Oh, I've got this lined right up. And then the crucifixion actually happens. And I can imagine Satan dancing, just thrilled. I got him. You're never going to be able to, you'll never stop me. I got him. Like dancing, cheering, high-fiving his demon buddies, doing a jig, all that, like pure, unadulterated celebration. I got him. I got the Son of God. He's mine. And he knows he gets him, right? The creeds tell us Jesus descended to the dead, and Satan knows, I have you now. You're mine. I destroyed your ministry, and you are mine below. And everything's cool for the first day. And everything's cool for the second day. And then on the third day, Jesus kicks open the gates of hell. and frees the captives. The place empties. Jesus rises from the grave. And Satan finally understands his mistake. He understands that he was never going to be able to destroy the Son of God. He was never going to be able to destroy Jesus. He was never going to be able to destroy the Christ. He was never going to stop the message. He was never going to be able to stop love. He was never going to be able to stop the restoration of humanity to God. And as a matter of fact, Satan gets a little sick to his stomach because he finally understands he was used. This was part of his job from the beginning. He was going to play a part. He was going to play a part in the restoration of humanity to God. And there was never anything he could have done about it. The good guys always win. Love always wins. This moment, it isn't sad. We don't have to go through this moment. We get to go through this moment. This moment is going to make us unstoppable. This moment is going to make us more powerful than you can ever imagine. Darth, if you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can ever imagine. That's where we are. That's who we are. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. There is going to be pain. There is going to be suffering. But we're going to come through this. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to come through this. It's going to be very, very, very difficult. It's going to be very confusing. It's going to be scary. It's going to be scary. But when we come through this kind of thing will never happen here again. We are unstoppable. We are indestructible. Our enemies, whoever they may be, whatever they may be, they cannot vanquish us. Our enemies will one day come to that same realization that they helped to make us as great, as strong, as wise, and as powerful as we are. They'll come to understand that it's because of them that radical, ridiculous, radical, unstoppable love exploded out into the world. They'll realize at one point that they opened, might be the wrong metaphor, but they opened a Pandora's box of love. Amen.